Hello, authors. This is Patrick with Createbook.Org's Authors Academy. Today we're going to be taking a look at how to preview your ebook, and more importantly, how to test that your ebook was coded properly and to the latest industry standards. So you can see here I've got an open window of the Kindle Previewer program, available free from Amazon.com. If you haven't downloaded and installed this program yet, absolutely go do that right now. It is the only program that will render ebooks in exactly the same fashion that Amazon uses on its devices and on its apps. So, let's take a look at a book. Today we'll be looking at The Glow Effect, a health foods cookbook from one of our favorite clients. You can see there's the MOBI and the EPUB file. We're going to open the EPUB file because all ebooks start as an EPUB, and then after the EPUB has been built, they are converted into a MOBI file using this Kindle Gen program, which is built into the Kindle Previewer. If we click this arrow here, we can see some more technical aspects of the conversion, images and files and such. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, you can see that the conversion was successful, and it'll tell you again up on the top that the conversion was successful. If you click OK, then it will open up the book. So we've now converted this EPUB into a MOBI. MOBI can be opened in the Amazon Kindle program. Here it is, The Glow Effect. You can scroll to different pages by using the left and right arrow keys, or alternatively, you can see these little buttons up top, scroll to the different pages. You can also jump to the next section, in this case chapters. Jump back and forth through those. You will notice there are three icons here. If your ebook was coded properly, then all three icons should light up. The first one here is the cover, taken back to the cover page, of course. Second one is the table of contents. You can scroll up and down through the page to see the rest of the page. Clicking on a link in the table of contents should take you to that page in the book. You can see it's done that here. You can also click this little back button up in the corner to take you to the last page you were on. Here's an additional version of the table of contents. This is more what the ebook uses to section off different parts of the book. You can see it's got a clean drop down with no formatting. Clicking on a link here will also take you to that section of the book, just like in the regular table of contents. You can also click on images to enlarge them to full screen. It could be helpful for looking at fine details in an image. So let's move ahead and let's test how well this ebook was converted. Here we have changed the orientation of the device as if someone was viewing it on a tablet, and turn the tablet sideways. You can pop it back in place. You'll see that the elements move around. Perhaps there's not enough room to fit the entire image, so the ebook automatically moves the image to the following page. You can also change the scale up and down here on the previewer. You can also change the size of the font. So let's make the font a little smaller. See that the image has moved up on the page because it's got more space. Again, that's the reflowability kicking in. Let's make the font larger. You can see the image was pushed down to nearly the bottom of the page. And if we make the font even larger, you'll see that the image is not on that page at all. In fact, it's 2 pages ahead. There are also other things that we can do up here in the menus. First, we'll set the font back. Sometimes you gotta scale back and forth between pages to refresh it. You can also change the font face, although in this case there is only one embedded font available. You can also change the background, make it easier to read at night or in Sophia. You can see it applied to the different pages. Besides this, there's perhaps even a more important way that you can preview the book, trying it on different devices. So you can see we went from the larger Kindle HDX to a smaller version, and here's the smallest Kindle HD Color Kindle viewer. You can also view it on the e-ink. So this would be in a grayscale rather than color. but you can see that the CSS styling, for example, on the header of this section stays there. It just changes everything to grayscale. Even these older devices still have all the functionality. You can click on images to enlarge them to full size. Here is yet another e-ink device being previewed. You can see this one is a bit larger screen size. Might have to scroll a little farther down the page to see the bottom of the page. You can see these positions here on the bottom. eBooks do not have pages in the strict sense of the word, because the total number of those pages will change based on the size of the font and the device view window. You can see some additional functionality, such as the search feature here. Let's search for smoothies, and here will bring up every reference to the word smoothie in the entire book. Clicking on one of these references will open that up, and you can see here that smoothie is highlighted on this page that we clicked on. The previewer even features access to hyperlinks. So for example, here is a underlined hyperlink in the book to open up Amazon.com. If we click on that and give it just a few minutes, there it'll go. It's opening the browser on my desktop here to the exact link that was referenced in the ebook. So for example, you can encourage readers to go to your Amazon sales page and leave a review, go to your website. So that wraps up the Kindle previewer. Let's take a look at the ebook file itself. Let's get into the dirty details here. Here's the EPUB file that we used in the Kindle previewer. Opened it up and did that automated conversion of the MOBI. We're going to do something weird here. We're going to change the name of the file from EPUB to a zip. And then let's crack that zip file open. Here you can see the guts of the ebook. You've got the EPUB folder and the metadata folder. In the metadata folder you've got some little documents there. And here you can see the images. All these images are embedded in the ebook. You can also see the CSS styles, which are referenced within the XHTML. And here the XHTML itself. This is the content of the ebook. And if you know a little XHTML, you can go in here. You can swap out images. You can make any edits that you want. You can also see the table of contents file there. So now let's hop back out of this EPUB, or the zip file rather, and change it back to an EPUB. It's as simple as changing the file extension. And there we have it. Talk about fun.